I am Dr. Kuber Sharma from Dr. Edison. So today with us is Ms. Ani and Mr. Ramaz, who are Vice President and President of Alte University, Georgia. What would you like to say to Indian students to invite them to Georgia for studying medicine in there?
Hello, first of all, thank you for asking. Thank you for choosing us for your audience. Georgia is a very popular destination for Indian students who are trying to get medical education, and Alte University is among the top private universities within our country where Indian students and also students from many other nationalities choose to study medical doctor program. At Alte University, I guess we have a lot of advantages, but what I would like to highlight is that at Alte University we guarantee the best clinical experience for the students because we are the exclusive partners of the biggest healthcare provider within the country, AVEX Group. Also, we are the university who is focused on the practical part of teaching, on technologies as well. So we have the best simulation center in the country and OSCE center where students from the very first semester can sharpen their practical skills. And we are also proud of our distinguished student experience center. We have dedicated team who will take care of any kind of issues students might have, starting from the academic point, ending with the personal issues while moving to a totally new country. So this is a very briefly what I can tell.
There is one big question in the mind of parents of Indian students that the language of Georgia is Georgian. So how do they interact with the patients after the third year? As I know, after third year it's the clinical years, clinical rotations. How do they interact with the patients, Mr. Ramzan?
If I can may say, first of all, in Georgia, most of the population speak English. This is first. Second is that all students are required to study for 3 semesters Georgian language. So we have believe that after 3 semesters and while living in Georgia, they have basic language skills, language knowledge. But most importantly is that during once clinical studies start, they are not able to. They do not deal with patients without supervision, and all their supervisors are fluent in English and in Georgian as well. So in case need be, they will be translating these interactions.
So there is a big question in the mind of students and their parents this year because last year National Medical Council of India passed a new rule that the student must obtain the medical license of the respective country in which he or she has studied. How would you elaborate how the student will get the medical license in Georgia?
Yeah, this is a frequent question, but the answer is also clear because in Georgia it doesn't matter whether student is international or local student. When they graduate from the 6-year program, they get a degree and they have the right to work at Georgian hospitals as a junior doctors. So there is this is totally matched with the requirements of the Indian government. These questions we were receiving last year as well, and we have more than 300 students, Indian students, who chose Georgia as their starting destination, which means that they know that these requirements are matched there. Besides that, also, which is also required, is the internship during studying process. So according to our curriculum, last year, 6 years, is totally internship part. So our students will fully cover the internship as well before they get their final degree.
So one question from Dr. Ramzan. In India, when a student wants to go abroad, one of the main question from the parents is that will the student get Indian food to eat there? Is the Indian food available in the Alte University? And about the hostels, what would you like to say about that, sir?
By the way, before I answer that question, I can say that Indian food is one of my favorite foods as well. So, yes. So there are 2 parts. First is hostel. And our partner hostel is owned by Indian company. They provide 3 meals per day, and most of the meals are Indian. At our university, we have a canteen where they have twice a week we serve Indian food as well. So should be no problem in terms of Indian food. And in addition to it, Georgian food is very similar to Indian food as well. So you need to try and taste Georgian food as well.
Ma'am, I want to ask, is the degree or the diploma from Alte University, is it valid in USA, UK or Europe?
Yes, our diploma is Georgia is the part of the European educational system. Our diploma, as we are authorized educational institution within our country, our diploma is totally approved in any country of European Union. Also, our diploma and degree is approved by the ECFMG and WHO, which means that students graduated from Alte University will have an opportunity to continue their medical career in the United States of America. And also our curriculum is matched with the requirements of GMC for UK, and we also have students from UK who are studying, who are getting medical education at Alte University.
Is it true that after studying from Georgia, the student can practice as a doctor in Europe by just passing the language exam of that country?
Every country has its own requirements. For example, if we talk about the United States of America, any student needs to pass USMLE exam. It doesn't matter if they graduated from Georgia or any other country. So I would like to advise the students, first of all, as I mentioned, the diploma is valid in any country of European Union, in the United States of America as well. But when they are choosing the next destination for their practice or studying, what I suggest is to double check if there is any special requirement, any special exam from that specific country, because every country has its own requirements, and only after that they can make a decision. But the diploma itself is totally approved, and they will not have any kind of.
It's regulated profession, so that's what Bayan is saying. That before continuing study or deciding where to go, they need absolutely to check the requirements and regulations.
Yes, they need to do the research and development. Sir, how many Indian students are studying right now in Alte University?
Well, more than 1,100 Indian students, right?
And how many students have passed and have been graduated from Alte University?
Alte University is a relatively young university, so we have our first batch of our graduates this February, and we have more in June.
One major question which we get on a regular basis, that as you know, the passing percentage of foreign medical graduates, it's very less. And I want to ask, if a student gets into any kind of trouble or problem, like he is sick or he is having some kind of problem, who will help him from the university side?
It's a two way. So first is that our students are equipped with health insurance in case need be. So in case need be of hospital involvement, there's a health insurance. In addition to it, we do have, as I mentioned, we do have student support services. So in case they have any need, they can always go for advice with the student support service. In addition to it, we also employ psychologists that monitor, because when I understand that when students change countries, they go out of their families, they might get some stresses, etc. So with this regard, we also have a solution. We have a psychologist at our university, and if need be, they can always talk with students.
One question from you, ma'am. As we have some female candidates, female students, and their parents are worried about the safety of female, as you know, parents are so worried about the safety of their girl child. So what can you say about the safety of girls in Georgia specifically?
First of all, I would like to highlight that in general, Georgia is one of the safest countries in the world, and parents who are cautious about that can just Google and see that we are among the top 10 safest countries in the world. This is the first thing. Georgia and Tbilisi, especially the capital, is very modern and developed destination. So the security systems are working very well, and I myself, I lived in Georgia all of my life, so I can't recall any single situation when I felt like not secured or afraid or something like this, because this is the country where people respect each other. We respect women a lot, so I think that parents don't need to be worried. We will take very good care of their children in our country.
So, ma'am, at last, the closing line. Why to choose Alte University? Why not other universities in Georgia?
As I started my interview, first and the biggest advantage which we always highlight is the best clinical experience, and students can check it with the friends they have in Georgia in different universities, and they will see by themselves that our students are getting unique and exceptional clinical experience alongside with the high quality theoretical education, of course. Second of all, of course, our approach towards our students. We are student-centered university. We have different unique services for students, so they feel welcomed into our country and feel safe. And we are more focused on the educational part, and also our international community and Indian communities that we already have at our university. As Mr. Ramas mentioned, we already have more than 1,000 Indian students, and in total we have students from 32 different countries. So this is a really big opportunity for students to find friends all around the globe.
So these were very kind words from Miss Annie and Mr. Ramaz sir. So if any of the students who want to become a doctor and want to study MBBS in Georgia, you will feel like you are in Europe, and only limited seats are available. So contact the number given below and register as soon as possible. Thank you.